Sammi Awuku. He's a member of parliament for the Ekuapin North constituency in the Eastern region. Mr. Awuku, good evening. Thank you very much for your time.
Good evening. Good evening for having me. Thank you for having me.
You are one of the 63 members of parliament who are declaring their support for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. We're told of a party directive not too long ago asking members of parliament not to publicly display support or show support for a particular candidate. Why has it become necessary to show your support again? If I say you, not you particularly, but the 63 members of parliament showing publicly your support to Dr. Bawumia's bid.
Thank you very much, Sammi, and a very good evening to your cherished listeners. In the spirit of the nation as currently captured, let me express my deepest condolences to the Rawlinses and to the family, the extended, the nuclear families of former First Lady, Her Excellency Nana Kunedu Ajiman Rawlins. May the good Lord grant her eternal rest, and we pray for the repose of her soul. The news came to all of us as a shock when we're just about commencing business today in Parliament. And so let me, on behalf of my constituents, express our condolences to Dr. Zanetta and the rest of her siblings and the entire family. Now, coming to the business of the day, 63 out of 87 members of Parliament today took a very giant step to once again reaffirm their support for Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. We believe that at this juncture and where we find ourselves in as a party, when you are in opposition, the party rests on two major legs. That's of your comms, that's communications, and that's of Parliament. These 63 members of Parliament fortified in their belief that Dr. Bawumia can help us out of our current situation. We are in opposition, and we believe that we need to marshal every effort that we can and resources that we can to recapture power in 2028. In 1996, then NPP presidential candidate John Ajay Kufuor made a good attempt. He couldn't secure the presidential bid in the general election. In 2000, the NPP graciously gifted him another opportunity. We corrected our wrongs and also strengthened where we did well. And NPP eventually won in 2000. 2008, the NPP then exited John Ajay Kufuor on the ballot and entered Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. The NPP tried, it didn't work. 2012, the NPP is still of the belief that we won. However, by a 5-4 verdict of the Supreme Court, it was pronounced otherwise. We respected the decision of the court, but we disagreed with it. In 2016, Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo won political power for us. This was after 2 failed attempts. In 2024, any Ghanaian voter who had voted since 2012 was seeing President John Dramani Mahama's face for the 4th time on the ballot. That is 2012, 2016, 2020, and 2024. They were seeing Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia's face on the ballot for the first time. So, President Mahama clinches victory. Nana Akufo-Addo exits the ballot paper. In 2028, President Mahama, the NDC's most popular politician, will not be on the ballot. If the NPP is strategic and is able to position itself well, and with Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia as the presidential candidate, with hard work and determination, I believe that it will go well. Dr. Bawumia possesses and combines the traits, the courage and resilience of J.B. Dankwa. He also possesses the traits and the intellect of Kofi Abrefa-Busia and the humility of Chief S.D. Dombo. Dr. Bawumia, as it currently stands, we believe that he is the best man and positioned properly and strategically to win us political power. This is the opinion expressed by these members of Parliament. It's not insult. You may disagree. But we believe that we are not just members of Parliament. Members of Parliament are part of the decision-making process. We are also opinion leaders in our constituency. So if you look at the fact that somebody says, oh, they are just 63 out of 200,000, that would be a simplistic approach. I may have just one vote, but I have a voice. And I have people as well that also listen to me. Likewise, all the 62 other members of parliament, they also do have people they talk to. They have people they engage, and they listen to the ground, and they also have people that they interact with. So we believe that this vote step taken today is once again a reaffirmation of our earlier position that we are resolute in our resolve, and we are determined that we also will campaign, work hard for Dr. Bawumia to also win the January 31st presidential primary. Let me also, on this note, also pay much respect to the other contestants. They've also demonstrated the courage that as party members, they've also put themselves up. It's not easy for you to put yourself up to run for the highest office of the land. And we, the members of parliament, also respect them for their determination as well. But speaking to my colleagues, the other 62 members, with me including 63 members of parliament, we strongly believe that at this point in our nation and our party's history, Dr. Bawumia possesses the needed trade quality and the heart for us to go into this much-needed contest in 2028. When we are done with ours, the NDC will now be approaching theirs, where they have about 5-6 aspirants rumored to also be interested in taking over from
Sammi, this is not the first time members of parliament on the minority side, I mean, some of them publicly endorsing the candidature of Dr. Bawumia. If my memory serves me well, this will be about the third or the fourth. Why the consistency? Is that there's some panic from the camp? The more reason why you must come out all the time to, I'm afraid we lost Sammi Awuku on the telephone. We'll try and raise Sammi Awuku again on the phone and speak to him on the decision of some 63 members of parliament. My question was that is not the first time some minority members of parliament, including your Guse, have come out publicly to endorse the candidature of Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia. Is there a feeling of panic or fear among you, the members of parliament? The more reason why you are doing this consistently. If my memory serves me well, this will be about the third or fourth. Some minority MPs are publicly coming out to endorse Dr. Bawumia.
Not at all. I think the first time it was done was before he picked and filed his nomination. At that time, he had not declared that he was running. We urged him to declare. The second time you are talking about was 15 members of parliament. I believe that this is the first time as a minority, 63 members of parliament from the minority side, we have openly come together in a presser to endorse his candidature. So this is the first time since the filing of nomination and their position respectively on the ballot.
Well noted. My final question, Sammi, if I know the party came out with a directive that MPs should not publicly come out to declare support, are you not violating the party's directive on this exercise you're embarking upon with your colleagues?
Respectfully, first of all, I haven't seen that directive. Let me be very honest with you. Secondly, when I see the directive, then I can speak to it. I'm sure it will contain content where we can share our opinion. But mind you, we are also part of the decision-making process. And these members of parliament, they are not the referees in the game. There's an election committee that is overseeing the process. And that is why you have that elections committee. If you have members of that elections committee showing open bias, then we have a problem. But these members of parliament, I don't think they are members of the elections committee. But that notwithstanding, when I see the release you're talking about, I'm sure then we can speak to the document.
Sammi, thank you very much for your time. Thank you. Sammi Awuku is a member of parliament for the Akuapem North constituency in the Eastern region and a member of the